How's it going for you today? Black Flag Lizzie? I gotcha. So have you gotten past the mission with all the crocodiles, Lizzie? Where you had to chase the red coat? I remember you saying that there was one you struggled a bit with. It's going okay, things just working. That's fair, Maxi. Are you working from home today or are you in the office? Sadly no, Lizzie. Yeah, that one is really tricky. I hope you get to beat it soon. Maxi working from home today, luckily. Nice. That's always good. There's a train strike, so you were told not to go to the office. I mean, fair enough. Do you take the public transportation most of the time, or do you drive with a car? You take the tube together. I gotcha. Yeah, that's understandable then. To kind of like skip out on that. You don't know how to drive yet? I mean, that's fair. Not like you really need it in London, do you? Same here in Berlin, really. You wouldn't really need any kind of like car for yourself. Can be even more of a buffer sometimes. Only because you needed the car and it costs more money to maintain. Yeah. Yeah, car maintenance costs is really no fun at all. I've had it for the past 3 years and yeah. Just like, oh yeah, now this thing is broke. Now I gotta pay a couple $100 again. No bueno. Yeah, for sure. And if you have like the environments, you know, of a city and urban transportation, I get it if you like living on the countryside, you know, because you're like really dependent on it. But yeah, if you like living in the city, there's no need. You might get a car when you set it down with someone. Fair enough, yeah. That sounds sensible. But yeah, either way guys, I'm gonna go and take a break now. Get something to eat because I'm actually starving. Been awake for a long time already. So yeah, I'm gonna take care of that. Stuff my face. And then we will go and start the Wrath of the Druids DLC. So yeah, catch you guys in just a few. Actually, let me already change the concept art over here. And yeah, thank you Maxi, and catch you guys in just a few. Alright. Welcome back, guys. And thank you all for staying tuned. Ava Maxi, welcome back. Okay, let me just go ahead and do this real quick. And yeah, then we are going to go and start the Wrath of the Druids DLC very soon. Because now we finished basically everything regarding river raids, mastery challenges, and tombs that I wanted to do up until this point. So yeah, let me just go ahead and kind of like take care of our looks. And then we will head out to Ireland. Welcome back 8020.
May I see your stores?
I'm gonna go ahead and change the hairstyle here for Evo. Let's actually go for the original hair blonde. And we're gonna couple it with like let's go for the comb beard.
Nothing more?
I will see you later, friend.
Until next time, Eivor.
So I actually have the outfit rewards activated right now. So if anybody actually wants me to choose an outfit for the start of the DLC, can do so by spending 1000 points. It's actually the selection right now. So yeah, feel free to choose anything of that and I will apply it before we get to Ireland here. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it for a little bit once I get to Ireland.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
That be all?
I'm...
So long.
So I'm actually wondering, should I go for like another set maybe? Is it worth it? Apex, thank you for choosing the 4 set. I'm gonna go and equip that for you here in a second. Just gonna check if there's like any set that might be useful to use instead. I mean, the Fallen set is pretty good. Increases armor, melee damage, and range damage. But honestly, I'm just gonna keep this because not really worth the resource investment. I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change my weapon loadout. I'm gonna go back to the classic Dane axe here. Let's go for the Dwarven axe.
What have you got for me today?
Right, so we have Force Battle Plate. We have the helmet. I'm gonna leave it open to you, Hipix. Do you want to have the helmet equipped like this plate, or would you rather have it off? But that's your choice, if you want to. Also go ahead and equip the... where are they? The breeches. Then we also have the gauntlet somewhere. And I don't actually have Force Cloak. So I guess I'm just gonna go maybe for the Fallen Hero Cape actually. I think that could fit quite well. It does. I'm gonna disable it though because it's not technically part of a Force set.
You done?
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Farewell, Eivor.
Looks better without the helmet in your opinion. Yeah, for me I really dig this look for sure. I do also like the helmet though. I think the helmet is actually my favorite in the game. The design of it. But I would only really use the design, I think, if I would actually go into like battle or something. And outside of it I would disable it.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Let's go ahead and apply the 4 design. And I'm just going to disable it for now. And if we go into battle, I guess we can enable it.
That be all?
I must...
So long.
Reminds me of a World of Warcraft Paladin said only this one doesn't have shoulder pads. This doesn't have shoulder pads. Fair enough. It definitely looks a bit more fantastical, I guess, in a way. But that's also part, of course, of the mythology. So I usually only use it actually during the dream sequences. Outside of it, I think I would probably only wear it like in Norway or maybe like the northern parts of England or something. Because it's kind of like reminiscent of, you know, kind of like the Buddha realms. Yeah, that works. I like it. Yeah, I would like out of iron like constantly because I only really upgrade my weapons. And they use like a big variety of them. So yeah, I'm getting like out of iron super quick.
Hytham? Things have not gone as planned. Hytham! Perhaps you can aid me in locating Hytham.
What is your purpose with him?
I have brought a sampling of goods from Ireland. That is, if I can bring my ships to dock.
Azar! I see you've met Eivor Wolfkist.
Ah, so you are Eivor. In fact, I bring you a message from Ireland.
I know no one in Ireland.
The letter is from Dublin's king. Sadly, I seem to have misplaced it.
The King of Dublin. Why would such a one write to me?
He wishes to expand trade to England. The purpose of my bringing goods here.
Azar is from the east, but lives in Ireland now. But in matters of trade, Azar, your king should petition Randvi.
He claims to know Eivor. He asked me to accompany you on the trip there.
I know no king, and I'm certainly not about to journey to Ireland.
But first, Azar, you must build a trading post. In fact, where is your trade ship?
Ah, yes. An unfortunate incident, most concerning. Trading rivals have blocked the river and thus my goods.
A blocked river hurts all Ravensthorpe. Stay. I will put things right.
As you see, Eivor is a person of action. Find me later, when the river is safely clear.
Of course, my friend. I thank you, Eivor. I will find the king's letter in the meantime.
You keep insisting that I know an Irish king. It is a fantasy. What manner of king is it that sends me letters from Ireland?
A letter? For me? I think it's 1 silver for 1 iron at the vendor. It is, yeah. However, it's kind of like to limit it to 200 iron per day, I think. So, yeah, you can only get so much.
A letter? For me?
For me? Actually noticing really bad stutters, and sometimes just restarting the game kind of like fixes that. So let's go ahead and have another save here. I'm just gonna go and restart the game real quick. That amazing feeling when you find money in your jacket pocket that you haven't worn for like a year. I mean, that's always good. Find money in like random places. Actually got another codex entry here for the River Dee. The River Dee serves as a natural border between England and Wales. Named for the Celtic goddess Earthen, the river in turn inspired the Roman legion who established the fortress, which later became known as Deva Victrix. Cassivellaunus, an energetic opponent of Julius Caesar's second invasion in 54 BCE. Cassivellaunus was a chieftain of the Catuveioni, centered in southeastern England. The man fought several battles to a standstill until Caesar grouped his force for a siege. Cassivellaunus called upon the chieftains of the neighboring tribes of Kent, who unified to come to his aid. A rare case of coordinated action among the Britons. Caesar prevailed nonetheless, and the defeated Cassivellaunus gave tribute. Caesar, however, returned to Rome due to the poor harvest there, and despite this victory, never returned to England. Boudica, wife of the chieftain Prasutagus, I don't know, of the Iceni tribe situated in what is present-day East Anglia. Prasutagus was a client of Rome, but upon this death, Rome disposed the family of the land, goods, and the tribe itself, and assaulted his wife and daughters. Boudica swore vengeance and raised an army. She sacked Colchester, London, and St. Albans. Along the way, she mutilated Roman statues and desecrated their tombs. At her final battle in the Midlands, the tide of combat turned against her. The strong-willed Boudica took poison rather than to be captured. Azar. So that's the first Wrath of the Druids entry, actually. Azar was born into a wealthy Persian family in the city of Shiraz. Her father recognized her as a shrewd merchant and put his growing commerce in her capable hands. Due to the attitudes of a male-dominated field, she adopted a masculine name and mannerisms which led to her discovery that she was gender fluid. Her close friends continued using feminine pronouns as per Azar's wish. The wealth and influence of her family kept her protected from too much scrutiny. So long as the trade was good, after all, who cared who did the trading? Her life from that point becomes murky in the written records, but Azar somehow cropped up in Dublin, where she became a sort of right-handed person to King Bardet. So go ahead and invest some skill points here. Lizzie, you had to do starting to bug you, so you might have to go. Sorry you couldn't stay longer. That's absolutely no trouble at all. I hope you feel better soon, Lizzie. And yeah, I will catch you next time. Okay, where do we actually have the outpost here? For Island.
Zunin, guide me.
This is for Frank, yeah? Where's one for Island? I have no idea. Thought it was to this side here. Ah, never mind. It hasn't spawned yet, kind of like the opportunity to get it. So we gotta do and take care of the naval blockade first, and then we can actually build a trade post. Right then, let's go ahead and actually take the longship to the place. Last half for Raven swap takes so much time. It really does, yeah. And you also don't really get like new buildings, but rather upgrade the already existing, like you know, like food production or whatever ones. So it's also not quite as satisfying, you know, getting like more stuff unlocked.
A Saxon noble is a long way.
Eivor!
Basim, have you spoken with Sigurd lately?
We talk from time to time. Why?
Have you noticed any change in him? Any loss of happiness or feeling?
He appears to me more thoughtful, introspective.
Thoughtful. That seems an understatement. He speaks as if he hears the voices of the gods whispering in his ear.
We live in a strange time, Eivor. Among stranger people. Sigurd may be among the blessed. But who can say for certain?
Indeed.
tinker up.
To the Swan Road! Can't raise the sail yet. Sing, my ravens.
We can use the sail here, Abel.
More sails!
Yeah, that's a good song here. A tune. Proper jam. Sounds like the lead singer of Coldplay. Yeah, they got him to sing for this game. Along with the rest of the band, you know.
Let the sail out!
At some point they also sing Viva la Vida.
Here's the blockade to be cleared. Your worm food! Come, my wolves! Kill them all! You're mine! That's it! Die! They won't like that.
Can't wait to listen to Black Flag shanties. Yeah, dude. They're just so damn good and they add like so much atmosphere as well to like the crew and like Nevo Traverso. Definitely unmatched.
Won't take long!
Die well!
One more should do it. Assar's trading rivals are defeated. The river is clear. Now we'll see about this so-called Kingdom Dublin.
I think I'm also gonna go ahead and actually change my ability loadout here to something that I haven't used in a while. Let's go back to the dive of the Valkyries here. And on this side, I think I'm gonna go for Mark of Death again. Or maybe the Fauna Slumber. Let's go for both.
Camp there, Eivor. Probably hostile.
Sail out! Let's hear a story.
I was in Hedeby when I saw the truest scene of love. There were two royals, King Sigurd and Queen Alvidi, who seemed a matched pair. They ruled well, dynasty of grace, honor, and might. They carried themselves with so much love, all of us envied them. Then Sigfrida arrived, princess and daughter to King Sharvik, a rival house that had chosen to ally with Sigurd, a powerful union. With everything to gain, all to lose. Sigurd and Sigfrida disobeyed all logic and fell deeply in love. But King Sharvik refused to part with his daughter. An old man, his death was coming, and he commanded that she die with him. She would join him in the corpse hall before joining Sigurd in marriage. So it would pass. Sharvik died. Sigfrida was next to be burned. As the flames took her, Sigurd leapt upon the pyre and followed her into the next place. Sigurd left behind a wife, children, a clan, a village, and all the riches and honor he held in. For love, what he did seems a dishonor. But love is often higher than honor.
Bring the sail in! Let's have a song.
If you have a friend, one that up we raise our shining blades, like wolf for bravery calls us. Fearlessness shall mark our deed.
Hold on, good.
Right. Time to go talk to Azar. Tell her the good news that the trading route is open again.
Azar, the river is clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolf-Kissed.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
A letter? From the court of Dublin's glorious king, Barith Mac Ima. Hello, cousin Eivor. I hope this surprise is a pleasant one. It has been many years since we parted. Word has reached me that we are now both on the same side of the North Sea. I'm certain that you are busy, but could we have a reunion? In addition to the joy of reunion, you could advance trade for our band of Norse. Azar is expanding Dublin's markets. Do come, I look forward with pleasure to your arrival. Your cousin, Barith.
My cousin Barith is alive and king of Dublin. The Northnir never failed to delight.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Azar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah, I would like to see this land. And my cousin Barith.
Wow. So, first time to Ireland, the game immediately crashes. Seems legit. Pretty hard to stack up when your brother's pretty much the king of Ireland. Cousin, but still. Yeah, he's king of Dublin. Not of the entirety of Ireland or something, but I mean, it's still, you know, pretty big title there, because Dublin is like one of the biggest trading cities in the UK. Must be getting dizzy after all this 360s.
My cousin Barith is alive and king of Dublin. The Northnir never failed to delight.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Azar, you did not tell me the king...
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah, I would like to see this land. And my cousin Barith.
Ireland, a patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted isle.
Azar, how is it that Barith, as Norse as ice, is king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Hard to think of Barith as king of a city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Barith's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Barith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly he is loved by his people.
Here we are. Dublin.
Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barith.
Hey Vabani, welcome in. Good morning.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Aunt Rosta's cheekbones!
And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Barith, but let me breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old son.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come! There's much to show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Barith.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
That was a bit rude, I guess.
Just look at her docks.
I just didn't take too well to it.
City, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our docks.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
Assar told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland. If Flann can be made to see that, my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot guarantee your throne, but a vast trading web is within my power.
No one else I'd trust my commerce to, old man.
You let him call you that?
I call him worse things.
My king! I still owe you a horn of ale.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
Okay, I gotta say, I really hope that whoever's writing Mirage is a different writing team than the Wrath of the Druids. Because Mirage is actually developed by the team behind Wrath of the Druids. And I don't know, I feel like some of the dialogue is really not feeling too authentic for both the time, and also it feels quite different to the overall tone of you know, the main game, the way people have been written there. So yeah, it feels like, you know, very contemporary writing more than historical writing. Yeah, I feel like with you know, Mirage of course being like a full-on game rather than just a DLC, they probably have like a bigger writing team, and maybe somebody's also like overseeing what should happen with Basim. He's so much of a king. Early medieval Ireland was formed of many small kingdoms, often at war. A high king was meant to oversee a lot of them in theory. Particularly troublesome were some of the larger territories: fractious Ulster, foggy and mysterious Connacht, bustling North Dublin, and Meath, land of Lon Sinner himself. Barith Mac Ima. Barith's Viking father, Ivar, pronounced Ivar, and not to be confused as some historians have with the colorful Ragnarsson fellow, raided Ireland with some regularity, enjoying himself so much that he eventually brought his entire family from Norway to join the fun. They settled in Dublin, its own small kingdom. In fact, Ivar rose to become an actual king of that storied city. As a Viking city surrounded by Irish kingdoms, Dublin existed under constant threat and was largely burned by the Irish in a siege that resulted in Ivar's death. Barith thus inherited the kingdom in tatters. Showing a talent for commerce, he rebuilt Dublin into a trading hub, with connections across the known world. The Irish. Embroiled in a seemingly endless turf war, the Northern and Southern Irish clashed with one of another over the High Kingship for centuries, with power changing hands between two branches of dynastic families. The Northern, you know, and the Southern, you know. When in power, the Irish to the north root out of Ulster, while those to the south root from the kingdom of Meath. Throughout the 9th century, the escalating tensions between the two sides may not have been disappeared, but the arrival of the Danes and subsequent Viking raids garnered the attention of all Christian-blooded Irishmen. Under Ed Findleaf, the Irish successfully fought off the Vikings in the 9th century, and in 866 cleared them of Ulster almost entirely. What followed was a period of relief from Danish incursions, but it was also the resumption of the age-old war for Ireland's throne. And why do the Vikings here have Irish accents when they have not been there for long? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I guess because of authenticity, you know. I guess I just really want to give you like a feeling for Ireland rather than going with what makes sense. And you've been playing this DLC for the past few days now, and not one Irish person has said the word potato yet. I mean, that's disappointing. Would expect to at least hear it once so far. Maybe it's still coming. It's kind of rude, Barith.
Barith, my mighty king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show him the bow I had you make for him.
This is for me? The craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out. Think you can get them all?
Of course I will. Stand ready to be astonished.
Aren't you the confident one? Sure, I'll be embarrassed for you if you shat on the eggs.
Watch my arrows fly.
I certainly will. Go!
Damn good shot!
It's a very nice bow. Thank you, Barith.
Steps off the boat after a long sea voyage and shoots like a master.
North scale bow. Nice.
Well done, cousin. Wait. Is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse chew the wafer.
You make a place for them.
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the house of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar. I've built this city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge.
Now this doesn't really make any sense. Which kind of like exposes Bardoff as like a hypocrite, right? It's like, yeah, if any god can kind of like, do something for me, then I'm gonna pray to them. But it's not actually like a Christian, right? Like, because if it would be a Christian, then of course one of the rules would be not to have any gods beside the one god, which means pagans were basically viewed as like heresy, essentially. But yeah, I guess that's the thing here with Bardoff, right? He's just like, yeah, whoever has my back, that works for me. But he's not actually believing in them, like the way they're taught, I guess.
My Sar told me that it's a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit.
He's swinger of gods. No kidding. Whatever works, Today's praying to Buddha, tomorrow to Jahve, and the next day to Odin.
There, up ahead, my home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son.
And to host a banquet.
Which should be already underway.
Up, Barad, Fodia!
Yeah, I guess for him it's also kind of like a diplomatic choice, I guess, to kind of like
Go enjoy yourself.
respect both religions
Word with my son.
or believing systems.
Before the night's out.
Sar, I was not sure if I would see you here.
Why is that?
I thought you'd rather take stock of your wares than placidly observe caterwauling Vikings.
And you would rather spend time with this gossiping auntie?
Auntie? Seriously? That's what I mean with like contemporary writing.
I like to greet everyone at parties.
There is no shortage of amusements. Enjoy yourself.
Hey!
Hi. Enjoying yourself?
It's great crack. It's a fine thing to celebrate future King Sigfrid.
Can I ask, what is your life like in this city?
Well, there's a fair amount of work, isn't there? Hauling crates, shoveling muck. I'm a tanner myself. Long days stripping hides and dousing them in cow piss. You can probably smell the stench.
I can. I'm curious. How do you feel Barith has done as king?
Oh, he's done a lovely job, he has. Likes to throw feasts. Invites us common folk. More host than king, perhaps, but he's a fine man, and the city has never been busier.
Enjoy the feast, friend.
You as well.
Enough with your willfulness. It is past time to put away childish things.
What do you expect, Fáil? That I follow your example? The example of a pack mule?
Siegfried! I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flann will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse. Flann can assure my throne, which will one day be yours.
That makes you the arse.
Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head. Could you speak to the boy?
Well, he seems to be a great father as well. Like, yeah, that's definitely a good idea, you know, to talk to like that to your son. Like, don't think with your ass, think with your head. Instead of like showing him. You know, he's like basically insulting his son.
I was looking forward to meeting my cousin's son.
So, you're the cousin who Da speaks so fondly of. Is the old fool reduced to importing Vikings now?
In Norway, you'd be knocked to the ground by now.
Come on then, if you've any guts worth respecting.
Fine, whelp.
You won't land a single punch.
How about that?
I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I'm not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone?
Don't have a dialogue option about him pooping the bed. That's right, I remember that one. That's interesting because I think, isn't it Azar who tells you about it? I think you probably get it once you say that she's great company, right? Which I didn't. Fair enough.
A visit to Norway might do a young Vikinger like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
You aren't happy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every day.
Barith can commune with the dead?
No, his conversations are all one-sided. The grave sits at the top of the hill.
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
I mean, I can beat your ass anytime again. I think it's up there, isn't it? Yeah. Summer must be key. Where? First one. I'll go this far to get one. Took you too long to find Barith. You were looking for actual hills. Yeah. I remember also like taking a bit. I was actually getting like much more to the south than this is.
Barith. Why so uneasy?
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain, I come here to seek my father's spirit.
I didn't even ask after him. Somehow I knew he'd...
Some years ago, he was destined to die in battle, and he did.
He sits with Odin now. My family owes yours a sullen debt.
That winter, your family came to stay with us. I remember your birth, screaming like a warrior.
The plague year. No one would take us in. No one but your mother and father. I owe your family my life.
And what a life we had. I have fond memories of you and I slipping out to hunt.
In dead of night. Stars in the sky, moonlight on snow. And that's how I got that scar.
I do feel bad about that. What about the one on your cheek?
This? A caution from the gods about my vanity.
Come, if we tell all our stories, we'll be here a week.
Do you see something?
My imagination run amok, but let us away.
Great fighting.
Just the slightest noise sets a fellow on edge.
By Thor's hammer, Barith. I could sleep a week.
Not as spry as the old days, eh? When we'd search the night in hopes of catching a will-o'-the-wisp.
Did we catch one? I have a memory of catching one.
Kinda actually like how this shows like a bit more to Bardoff and Eivor. The fact that also Eivor kind of like owes his life to Bardoff's family. Because no one else would taken, you know, his parents because of a plague.
Give yourself up! What? Back! Grab him! Bind his hands!
Who are these men?
Damn you bastards! Almost there! On things!
Who were they?
My ascension to the throne has not been without contest. The previous king's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
You told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns. I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
Aye, 'tis worrying. He's never been so bold before.
He sees you as a usurper to his throne.
Perhaps, but he doesn't seem to want to take it. He contents himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians. It's petty Viking raiding, but it puts me in a bad light with Flann. That's certain.
What are you doing there? It's... I think he was trying to teabag the dog. Didn't do that, Bardoff. Exactly, Barney. Automod be like, no, you can't write teabag. What's up with his animations? The way he's walking. Like he's got something up his ass. Oh, maybe he does.
Keep a sharp watch. Brigands rove the streets tonight.
You can be sure of me, my king.
Heck. As a doggo that I have to kill to revenge a player. I'm not gonna do that.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party. What is wrong?
We were ambushed by Thorstein's men. Rivals I was not made aware of.
Small wonder King Flann does not embrace you, Barret. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own city.
Thorstein makes me look like more of an arse than I do on my own.
I see. It is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps you'll accept silver to lie low.
For a week or two. But then he'll be back, and back again. I can remove this blood, once and for all.
Eivor, this is not your fight.
For any and all of your god's sakes, Barret, let Eivor help you.
As of this moment, Barith, my arm is yours. Whatever is needed to bring Flann's smile upon you, I will do.
Eivor, I have never been so happy.
Your family saved mine those years ago. A fitting reply would be to secure your throne. I will start with Thorstein.
It happens that Siegfried may know something. He once ran with Thorstein's gang.
Sadly true. Seek him tomorrow in the marketplace. After a night of carousing, he likes to recuperate there.
We will begin to forge a bond with High King Flann on Rise of Sun. Barret said Siegfried would be at the marketplace. I need to learn about Thorstein.
I got the Lynx pet. It's a bit random, but yeah, I take it. I even actually changed my tattoos and hairstyle by myself, apparently.
I'll never learn.
Morning, Siegfried.
Eivor, it was a rough night. I drank too much and I am desperate to calm my belly.
I cannot help your belly, but could you tell me what you know of this man, Thorstein?
Ah, Dad told you I tried to join his gang, eh? Thorstein is a real Vikinger. Like you, but louder.
You weren't allowed to join?
Too young and gangly. Amar wouldn't even show me where his hideout is.
Tell me a bit about this Amar.
Likes her ale the way kittens like milk. Spends her time getting tiddly on the docks, chatting up passers-by.
I will speak to her. Perhaps Thorstein will regret not letting you in his gang.
Listen to me. If you're smart, you won't cross Amma. She's a vicious fighter.
One thing you haven't figured out is if you can get the feast buff in Ireland. I mean, it is displayed in the inventory, I think, section somewhere, I believe. I don't have one currently, but yeah, I can maybe try after this mission to go back to Ravensthorpe and have a look if it works. Can find that out.
Show me.
I would imagine it would, but yeah, not sure.
Enjoying her ale. Likely to be Amma.
I can just question her. Order to steal something from her.
What are you drinking, friend?
The finest ale in town. I like fine things, so you have my attention. What are you doing here, darling?
Looking for good drink and good company?
You've stumbled into the right alehouse. Excellent ale and better conversation.
The ale leads to chatting, leads to... well, who knows?
Let's find out.
Well then.
Is that all you can do?
Ooh, you are wicked!
You are a compelling woman. What is it you do?
You may have heard of Thorstein. I'm one of his most trusted friends.
I have heard of him. Very impressive that he trusts you.
He's like a brother to me. A not very bright brother. He entrusted me with the key to his secret lair.
He has a lair. I would very much like to see that.
Over in Dubke Landing? Sorry. Thorstein would get all pouty. But perhaps you'd like to join me for a meal.
I'd rather join you for something else.
Can't wait to find out what that is. But hold that thought. I don't feel well. I best move about a bit.
Best raise my hood here. I need to get that key from her. If I'm careful, I can avoid a fight.
Let's wait for an opportune time here to steal the key.
Amma, you are a too trusting fool. Your key is mine. Now to find Thorstein's hideout. Go, Sunan. Go, my eyes. Is this the lair Amar spoke of? I am here for you, Thorstein.
Beautiful hall as usual, lads. I love the smell of wealth. Now, where in the name of Freya's Vakninch is Amar? I don't know.
Now I've got you, Thorstein, my friend.
I don't know, Thorstein. You know how she is. Swilling ale? Now? She's gotten worse than ever.
You want us to look for her, Thorstein?
She yanks my scabbard, that one. Now, go about your duties. She'll show up.
Got him.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
You made a mistake when you came for Barit Makiva.
Oh, gods! You plan to kill me? Give my head to whatever Irish master you and Barrett serve.
I serve no Irish master.
Bullscat! If you had any Norse nobility, you'd be like me, running the filthy god-eaters from the island. The King of Dublin should look out for Vikings, not try to make nice with those cunts who killed our forebears. Join me. I could use someone with real balls, and the silver is good.
Be silent, and I might show you mercy.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
You made a mistake when you came for Barit Makiva.
Oh, gods!
And if I just like repeats the dialogue.
Give my head to whatever Irish master you and Barrett serve.
I serve no Irish master.
Bullscat! If you had any Norse loyalty, you'd be like me, running the filthy god-eaters from the island. The King of Dublin should look out for Vikings, not try to make nice with those cunts who killed our forebears. Join me. I could use someone with real balls, and the silver is good.
Be silent, and I might show you mercy.
What's the best way out here? Amazing. It was like one of the buddies I let it trap on earlier. And because I'm carrying a target like an enemy, it like exploded on our contact. Amnesia? Yeah. I wonder if I lay him down again. It's gonna happen once more. Oh, never mind.
Common refuse. Delivered to your judgment, King Bodin.
Thorstein, author of the plot to waylay me and my cousin.
Well, you know how it is, Bardish. A fellow needs some silver. A king could fetch Dublin's treasury in ransom. Although I'm not certain you'd bring in quite so much.
Say so, Bodin, and I will cut out his insolent tongue.
On your feet, Thorstein. You bloody my floors. It is a weighty decision. I would have my closest friend advise me. Eivor, how shall I deal with this ruffian?
Display of cruelty. Clearly. It's of course to intimidate him, so let's go for this.
People delight in public spectacle. Torture the man until he cannot walk, and no one will dare cross you again.
Well said, Eivor.
I want no blood feud lasting generations, Thorstein. You are not worth the bother. Dublin confiscates your land and silver. I banish you forevermore. Be gone by sundown.
Bend the knee and show your thanks.
Best to you, King. I've better places to be than Dublin.
Father! Why choose weakness? Give every enemy a length of rope. Soon they will carry your noose.
Jesus Christ, these choices feel almost like Odyssey level. You know, where you say like one thing, for example, you know, you had like the options between dignified execution, a brutal death, and the display of brutality. The two of the three choices were basically completely the opposite of what Bardev has chosen, right? Yet he asks you for advice and then doesn't consider whatsoever or makes even much of a reference to it, what you just said. And then Eivor also does like a complete 180. It's like, yeah, never mind what you picked, you know, it's like all the same outcome.
Flann Sinna will soon rule all Ireland. Flann Sinna has the power to make or undo my kingship and that of my son. He is the center of all. But Flann distrusts me. He does not believe I'm truly Christian. By showing Christian mercy, I begin to change his mind.
You are more shrewd than I took you for, cousin. Maybe Thorstein's release is worth a kingdom, but will mercy be enough?
That is why I must build trade. Flann will see that the strength of Dublin's ports is the strength of Ireland.
Show him the power of that trade, cousin. Obtain some rare item from afar. Some spice or gem or weapon.
And gift it to him at the coronation. It will represent Dublin's reach and help secure my crown.
Flann will hear of your Christian mercy. Meantime, I will speak to Asar about a gift.
Meet me before the coronation. We will go together.
What dialogue options have the same results? Yeah, a lot of them definitely do. In this case, it didn't make much sense for that to be. Okay, I guess we can now start to actually build up the trading. Let's go ahead and get a viewpoint over there. And we talk to Azar. Trade posts are actually one thing I really enjoyed about this DLC. Kind of like unlocking them and then kind of like getting, you know, passive bonus for investing into it. Kind of like these gameplay systems in AC games. Same for you, Barney. Yeah. It's definitely a fun mechanic. Over there we can already see the mountain where the coronation is taking place for the King of Ireland. But yeah, before I actually do that though, I wanted to figure out if we can use the feast buff in Ireland. So I'm gonna go and quickly fast travel back to England here. Celebrate the feast and we go back and have a look if it's still active. Gotta find it out for science. How you do, Barney? Did you try this stuff already?
Thank you for treating Hytham with respect and kindness, Eivor. He has found a family among your clan.
He is more than welcome here. As are you.
Hey, Eivor! Eivor, hey!
Just wasn't sure if you can get the feast buff while you're in Ireland. Ah, okay, I gotcha. I don't think you do, no. At least I haven't figured out a way to start a feast in Ireland. And I don't think you can. I haven't misunderstood you. I thought you meant if it like carries over.
Hey!
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Eivor? A moment.
Another time. Sorry. I'm busy in Ireland. Yeah, sounds good, Barney. I would be interested as well. See if it works and how to do it.
Good day. I have those if you want them.
Okay, let's go ahead and buy some more iron.
A solid purchase.
And sell some trinkets.
Nothing more?
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Eivor, welcome to my shop.
I came to ask a favor.
It is pleasant to strengthen friendships. What do you seek?
Barid wishes to show Flann the value of Dublin's trade. Could we obtain a gift from a distant land?
This is the very problem vexing me. You see, I have acquired land in Rathdown, previously owned by Thorstein, in fact. But the land has gone to Thornendog, smugglers as well. Once cleared, its trading route will serve our heart's desire.
In this case, my heart desires an exotic gift, which would be...
A spice merchant I know covets pelts of fine fur. Rathdown has an abundance. It is a perfect match.
Spice is a gift fit for a king. Thank you, Asa.
It is north of here. You go clear it of smugglers, while I sit on my ass. No need for thanks.
Northeast Option Island. You have to go back and forth to get the buff. I gotcha. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Just wasn't sure if it's really the case. But yeah, fair enough.
And what is it I can do for you this fine day?
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Well then, we actually have one tungsten ingot, which means you could upgrade one gear piece, potentially. Could upgrade the Magister Cloak to the last level. Of the ropes, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan of the mythical Raven Clan design. I mean, it looks alright, I guess. Or we could get the Mentor look upgraded. I think I want to go for that actually. Oh yeah, I like the design on this one.
Ready for battle, aye?
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Alright then. Let's go to Rathdown and secure the trade post.
Fáil, tú ert eigis.
I should not be seen in this area. Smugglers. Asar needs them cleared away.
Can't lose me!
Wait, come over here. What are you waiting for? The air behavior is so damn funny in this game sometimes. Eivor the dancing assassin. He's one with a dance. Where are you going? Seems legit. Was doing the successful stealther. This post stored and shipped furs and dyed cloth from our best trappers and weavers. As some holds to patch and other repairs, but with a little work, our furs and textiles will cover the world.
Are you Eivor? Over here!
You're one of Asar's men.
I am. Azar tells me you two are interested in furs to trade for a gift.
It will show King Flann the reach of Bardet's trade.
We'll get the furs you need.
How can I help?
With trade post supplies. We'll build up the post for better and faster trade.
Where would I get these supplies?
Monasteries are a good place. They'll have what you need.
Ireland must have many trading posts.
It does. Each post trades specific goods. Here, we gather furs. But elsewhere, all manner of things.
I'm curious how you and Asar work together.
I gather pelts, treat them, and send the fur to Dublin. Azar trades them across the seas. We want to build up the post, both to send bundles of furs to Azar more often, and to store more to send.
Thank you, friend.
Goodbye, Eivor.
Hello again.
Fadia, Eivor.
Where would I get these supplies?
Monasteries are a good place.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Alright then. Let's go ahead and raid.
Let's
Praise the man!
There was a tale of the man I was to crown king before Oswald. Athelred, he was called. It was just before you came, Eivor. Druids man had made a spectacle of the poor man, a Christian priest. And a drunken one at that. His veins ran with mead. He had guts, bolstered by his Bible in one hand, alehorn in the other. If Oswald bound the people with faith in each other, Athelred bound them with the love of God. His piety verged on fanaticism. In time, I learned that Athelred had a following. A reverent man who feared nothing and embraced death in service of their God. More and more joined him as East Anglia plunged deeper into despair. Emboldened, he sought to purge the lands of Druids clan. I counseled him as best I could. His faith in God emboldened him. His courage rivaled Druids. But it was all he had. No combat experience, no trained warriors. Just sacks of meat falling apart. Athelred was butchered, along with his men. Monastery there, Eivor!
Hold on, good Scott.
Odin is with us!
Indeed.
Odin takes the souls! We take the silver! I'll take you! God damn you! God is with me! That'll cost you!
Hey, come here! Supplies the overseer spoke of.
Oh, nice. New ability. Oh, yeah. Smoke bomb arrow. That's what I've been waiting for the entire game. Really, really useful ability. It's basically like a smoke bomb, essentially, from the old school AC games. Only you kind of like attach it to the bow. Or the arrow, I guess. And I have to say it's a bit of a shame though that it's not part of the main game, but just locked behind the DLC, you know. It's like such a classic assassin ability. And the only thing that's like comparable is, you know, kind of like the assassin card trip, I guess, in the skill menu. But that only happens if you actually are into combat. Like you have to do a parry and then press Y, so it's like only an escape tactic, not something you can actually actively use for stealth. The smoke cloud lasts a while. Definitely does, yeah. Especially on the upgrade, I think it lasts even longer. So it's really, really useful to give a shot. Animation. And his hand. Fuck. Eva, you don't look too healthy with a hand there. Try out and assassinate everyone in one cloud. Yeah. You can really do like the Unity move essentially.
Flank the idiot! Press hard! Give me a hand! Help! What's wrong? We're screwing that person! No! Plunder! Hey, can't do this alone.
This should be enough supplies to build something.
That's it! Back to the ship!
Actually getting quite some decent like resources here. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Dwarven Axe further. Maybe the bow actually, because that could be more important right now. Being able to still like one-shot enemies given how high level we're getting right now. However, one thing is if you're playing on hard difficulty and you have the health option on default, or kind of like the default option for this difficulty, then you can even have it like fully upgraded and enemies will potentially survive headshots. So I think once that happens, I'm gonna go and lower the enemy health to like default instead of hard. Because just like, you know, stupid of course, like if you have a fully upgraded bow and you can't headshot people. Or the most other way to go, you just snipe people in camps. That's fair. Yeah, damage wise I can't be beaten.
Run up the sail! Strike up a tune.
Go, Sunan.
I see by your smile that the expedition was fruitful. Should we build something?
A supply depot offers a refill of arrows when you quiver, feels light, and some rations for strength when you are weak from a fight. That's actually not too important, so I'm not gonna get this. The workman cottage provides a space where workers can rest and refresh without needing to go home. For those that have one, when built, the cottage increases the production of goods. Now that's important. And we have the storehouse, provides an area to better organize and store goods. When built, it increases the storage capacity for your chest in Dublin. I'm gonna go for production speed for now. That's like the most important thing here. Because I can just more frequently go to Azar and pick up the goods.
Well done. We'll send the furs to Dublin. Azar will help you find more posts to capture.
Goodbye, friend.
Interesting. I actually took away the option to swim with your horse and then shoot. Can't do that anymore. I reckon they figured out that it's like a much easier way of like fishing, because it was actually the way I used to fish sometimes, you know, just like swim with a horse. Ah, never mind. And it was just bugged, because just now I couldn't aim. They can still do that apparently. As you can see, like the speed at which you can like fish, you know, is actually quite high.
Eivor, the furs have arrived from Rathdown. We can now trade for Flan's gift. Come, check the storage.
It's kind of funny how I arrived immediately after unlocking the Rathdown trading post. And they already sent the fur. But yeah, I guess I kind of like expect you to, you know, have done some stuff in the meantime, probably.
Azar, you have your trade post.
In fact, I have heard from the trader himself. We have furs enough for Flan's gift. Here, my friend, make the trade.
I know a merchant with exotic spices fit for the High King. You trade them for some furs, which you can pick up at our trade post. The placement needs some cleaning up, but nothing beyond your abilities.
Fine spices that cannot be obtained anywhere else. I will see them delivered for the coronation. Flan will certainly grasp the strength of Dublin's trade. Speaking of, Eivor, there are abandoned trade posts across Ireland.
You're suggesting I claim them to increase Dublin's reach.
We will gain access to goods we could not otherwise obtain. There is great bounty to be had.
I will look for opportunities. Meanwhile, I'll find Barith. He'll be pleased to hear Flan's gift.
Well then, let's have a look if I can actually do some more trading.
Ah, Eivor. A welcome vision for my eye. Care to indulge in profitable commerce?
We can get the clothes for Cordoba. First part here. Lock the Iberian armor. The Emirate of Cordoba is ruled by Muhammad I of Umayyad dynasty. The Emir has suffered much unrest, so they greatly value a stable trading partner.
Very well. Farewell, Eivor.
Hun var så hissa.
Ja, beid dem nå I guttlen bort.
Hey Vamola, welcome in dude. And good morning to you. Hope you had a good rest. And indeed, yeah, we just started with the Wrath of the Druids DLC earlier. Still the beginning, but yeah, we just unlocked the trading and all that.
Barith, Flan's gift is on its way to Meath.
Very good. I was just preparing to leave for the coronation, though I now have a problem on my hands.
What is it?
Flan's poetess, Kira. She was here delivering a formal invitation, and now I do not know where she's gone.
Do you think she's in trouble?
No, I think she is amusing herself somewhere. Likely perusing Dublin's markets. We need her. The High Poetess is an important member of the King's Court. There cannot be a coronation without one.
I will find her. Where should we meet?
By Dublin's gates. I will ready the horses.
Rest, you feel like you just finished the stream? I mean, fair enough, it's been a long one, hasn't it? But yeah, I hope you still got a bit of rest at least.
Show me.
Kinda weird. Doesn't showcase the quest objective here. Now it does. I'm feeling good for today. Is one of your favorite days. No stream, a push on work tasks, and the ability to take a nap until you wake up to dinner. I mean, that sounds like a plan. That would approve of that. What's for dinner today? And yeah, I'm doing well. An early start today, but yeah, that's some good progress. I've done lots of the mastery challenges, river raids, tombs, all that fun stuff.
Soon to be pure of blood, whole of heart, a leader of all men lost in the dark. For a greater tomorrow he shall bring the suddenly nailed King of Kings.
If that is the voice of a poetess, the standard is low in these lands.
Damn, what a burn. Yeah, that's Judy Fáil, I think is her name. Who's both voicing Kira, but also is a singer, of course, and has worked on these parts here. She even worked together with Einar Selvik to create a lot of the soundtrack for this game, or this DLC rather. Good question. You're sure she told you, but you can't remember? You think a pork dish? Maybe like pulled pork? Pulled pork tacos?
Come on,
Well, I guess you had Taco Tuesday yesterday, didn't you?
Oh, Flan, isn't he grand? He owes something here that rhymes.
Enough of your yawping! For the sake of our ears, shut your mouth!
Sure, and you're an idiot.
You are all the same.
Grab the bitch! Faye, won't you let a caged bird sing?
Shit.
I'd hoped an audience of tone-deaf Danes might permit.
Are you kidding?
Hold her down! Wonder of wonders. How much trouble can I be in at once?
Can't help you. This one comes with me.
No! She will answer for this insult!
Can't change your mind? You owe me.
Think you
Done for now!
The best.
Wait. Wasn't ready yet.
Thor himself could not freeze.
Well then, that takes care of it. You think a pork tenderloin dish? That sounds damn delicious, dude. I haven't decided what I'm gonna make for dinner yet. It's gonna be either salmon spinach pasta or something with broccoli.
I have an iron stomach and a powerful thirst.
Looks like our poetess has made friends with the ground. On your feet, poetess.
Mulan, everything is spinning.
A cold bath will remedy this quickly.
You never use that jump kick attack, that's nice. Yeah, you just gotta go for the sprint attack move, basically. It's actually one of the abilities down here. Yeah. So you gotta just sprint with the left stick and then press light attack and you will perform the move. With bare hand, of course. The Hill of Tara. Sacred site since Neolithic times, the Hill of Tara was, according to the Irish mythology, the dwelling place for the Tuatha De Danann. These gods brought Valhalla Fáil, a stone set to sing when touched by the rightful king, which doesn't sound plausible at all. In any case, the Hill of Tara is where high kings were traditionally inaugurated. Broccoli dish always is tasty. Definitely, yeah. I do like it. Yeah, we're thinking maybe about like broccoli cheddar kind of like soup. I've never done it before, but it's like a new recipe that we wanted to try out. You stuck to red skills, you have to use those more often though. That's fair enough, yeah. There are some really cool abilities in the wolf tree. Also the missile reversal. Barif mag Ivar's only child, Sigurd has grown up ashamed that his father is more interested in forming trading alliances and cozying up to the High King than in traditional Viking attributes like courage and manliness. The boy became rebellious, but too ineffective to really counter his father. He's left feeling sullen and disillusioned, as I suppose any teenager would, but this mopey lad is meant to become King of Dublin. Broccoli cheddar is one of your favorites. Used to eat it all the time as a kid. Ah, did you? I've never had it before. It's not a very popular dish over here, but maybe it's like more common in the States. That sounds nice though. I love both cheddar and broccoli. It's like a win-win.
What was that for?
To flush the ale from you. If you think I'm going to lug you to Tara, you're mistaken.
Tara? Wait, who are you?
Bardith sent me to collect you. He's waiting at the stables.
Ah, an envoy. Tell me, how much coin would an envoy be wanting, to speak nothing of the sprawl to Bardith? He'll tie a guard to my hip the next time I'm in Dublin. A man can be so sensitive sometimes, do you know what I mean?
I do. Bardith is my family.
Well then, I think my mouth has gotten me in enough trouble today.
Try opening it less. Works for me. Shall we?
Hey there, Mr. Cadets. Welcome in.
Bardith has never spoken of you. What name do you bear?
Eivor. I hail from Norway, now settled in England with the rest of my clan.
A clan, eh? Are they all fist thumpers like you?
It is because of these fists you live to sing another day, Bortis.
So true. Bardith.
I was beginning to worry. What took?
There was trouble.
No need to be so tense. Shall we ride for Tara? We don't want to be late for the coronation.
After you.
Good time with Kira. Yeah, that comes at a later point. But yeah, I'm not gonna go and romance Kira though, since we're with Renby currently.
Eivor is helping to establish trade in Dublin, secure valuable resources with faraway lands. In time, Dublin will become the heart of Ireland's trade, one that each and every kingdom can benefit from.
That will no doubt please the future High King.
Yes, well, above trade, I am hoping Flann can see Dublin as a friend and ally.
You and many others.
Relationship with Bardith would be one worth fostering. It would be foolish of your king to ignore it.
It appears Eivor is not abreast with our kingly history, Bardith.
We were hoping to have a meeting with Flann. My wish is to strengthen our ties. Can you see it done?
Perhaps. Well, we'll see how the evening goes.
But yeah, I really do like Kira as a character though. Watch was definitely one of the highlights of this DLC. Especially that coronation scene, you know, with like her singing. Beautiful.
quite the event, hmm?
Spared no expense, that much is clear.
Ara, my lady, one of the priests has gone missing. A violent mess is left of his tent. I fear something terrible has happened.
Missing? Are you sure?
Could be nothing. Could mean danger. Where's Flann?
He's not yet arrived.
That gives us some time. Kira, act as if nothing were amiss. Barret and I will look into it. Where is this tent?
Up the hill, to the left.
Be careful.
There was a fight here.
It is the eve of the coronation, and already trouble brews.
Keep your wits and stay close. We do not know anything yet. Something dark happened here. We must follow the blood. The blood stops here. Where do these cart tracks lead?
This story is like to have a poor ending.
I fear so, cousin.
On such a momentous day as well. Flann's coronation may not be as hoped.
Record says follow the card tracks, but it already gives us the like location where we have to go.
There. A cart up ahead. Looks like they hit a snag. Recognize him?
That is Senan, the priest. Bastard stripped him of his clothes.
That camp up there. What is it?
Anachdu is no camp, though it appears someone has made it into one.
Let's go.
What do you think?
The priest was kidnapped. They took his clothes. I believe whoever did this means to wear them.
A disguise?
We'll soon find out.
Molly would say that even though this DLC recommends 755, the battles of the Druids are quite tough. Definitely, yeah. Also the Triads of Morrigan, with like the werewolves and all that type of stuff. It definitely is meant to be played at a high level, I feel like, gameplay wise. But they want to of course give like access to the DLC quite early in the game. So people won't complain about, you know, being locked out of it. Personally, I would have preferred for it to be like post-main game content, like both level-wise and story-wise. Because the only thing that actually takes place after the main game is like the historical timeline, but yeah. For Eivor, it's like almost just like another adventure during the main game. At least that's what it feels like. Yeah. Really strong and also like so damn tanky.
There. And that one's dressed as the priest. Follow my lead.
What's that about? What in Asgard is going on?
I still have Bardef. Nobody has seen that. Come on, Bardef. Back to stealth. Or not. Whoops. Wrong ability. Better run against the wall.
Let's search him.
Key order. The High King's inauguration draws near, at which point power will switch hands from the northern Unio to the south. Go to ensure Flaunchina draws his last breath before that happens. Disguise yourself as a priest and infiltrate the ceremony at Terra. You should get you close enough and cut the bastard's throat as they sing his praises.
Sent to kill Flaun. The letter is unsigned. An unknown enemy. Come. We must bring news of this to Kira.
I'm with you. You handled yourself well, Eivor, I have to say. You really are no stranger to these sorts of encounters.
You did not do so bad yourself.
Aye, we stopped the death of a king this day. If only we knew who was behind it.
No idea who would go to such lengths.
You can take your pick of the Northern E-Nail kings, though it is the kings of Ulster who particularly dislike Flaun.
Different king, same story.
Well then, I guess I have to go the other way around. So some of the kings of the northern part of the Order of the Ancients. Well, there's I guess one kind of like person who's part of like a cult. But the cult actually isn't connected to the Order of the Ancients. It's more like a cult of Cosmos, kind of like Dio, I guess, in a way.
This area is off limits.
Citizen!
Citizen? Ava Aura, welcome in. And good morning to you.
Any story?
The priest is dead, and so too are his killers. Bandits. I found this. It's an order to kill Flann. One of them was to disguise himself as a priest. Cut Flann's throat during the coronation.
Right under our noses.
Why take the risk? Why not poison? Or striking at him in his sleep?
Poison can fail, and to kill him in his sleep lacks spectacle. But your point is sound. The killer would not have made it out alive. He was ready to die. Whoever plotted this is intent on seeing Flann fall. We need to warn him.
After the coronation, I will not have this gnawing at him. Flann earned this. He will enjoy it. Meet him afterward at his quarters in Duro. He will make time for you there. Now, if you will take my excuses, I need to tidy up.
Come along, Eivor.
The water was not that murky, was it?
You don't know much about the role of a poetess, do you, Eivor?
Enlighten me.
I will. Well, what are you waiting for? I asked to be excused. That meant you as well.
I see other kings here. News of Flann's inauguration has reached far and wide. Come, we should join them.
Is that him, Flann?
Yes.
What are they doing?
Blessing him. Abbot Owen is the highest-ranking official among the Christians. His blessing asserts that Flann is ready to fill the boots of his predecessor. It is all done before the Lia Fall, a sacred stone that is said to endow the rightful kings with long reigns.
Does it work?
Depends on what you consider long.
Coronations alone. Where's the food?
You have not changed.
I'm here. I may as well enjoy myself.
Flann for din i kokøj, tu aljacht was, donach forgryt forbaniat, nar konjardel. Robswan, robsudin jariga, rimko abra, noko giva bdina brekta, ribal savra. Film bunje doch lava, buat gan knetjam, korop sudin schlicht not bogenjem. Flann for Erik, Flann for
And with that, Flann's enemies multiply.
This warring of dynasties runs deep. If he is a smart king, he'll be eager for allies.
Smart he is, but also impassioned. His plan to subdue the north is not driven by power so much as it is bloodlust.
Back there on our ride from Dublin, Kira made it seem there was more to you and Flann. What am I missing?
A detail. A large detail. You see, the northern king who crowned me, Ed Findlia, he murdered Flann's father and took his place as High King. Then, as is custom, he married Flann's mother.
Safe to say there's no love lost between you.
None. To Flann, Ed was a venomous snake, and so too are the ones he favored. Winning his trust will be no simple task.
We just thwarted an attempt on his life. That should at least perk his ears up.
Let us hope. I will leave immediately for Duro. Meet me there as soon as you can.
It's like he killed his pater and fucked his mater. Like with Quest in Odyssey. Killed Flann's father and then married the mother. And yeah, Island is going good, Aura. Haven't played this for very long yet. We actually spent quite a bit of time earlier today doing tombs, raids, and challenges. But yeah, we're now about 2 hours into this DLC, I think. Whatever, look, whoa, how can you deny her? Really, whoa, this is gorgeous. That was a good scene, but I won't because of Renvi. That's right, yeah. I kinda wish people would make like DLCs where it's kind of like considered what kind of romance option you had in the main game. The kind film kind of like bugged me in Witcher 3 a lot. That if you'd chosen to go with Yennefer or Triss, you know, DLCs except for Blood and Wine, but Hearts of Stone would make like no effort to kind of like mention them at all. You really wish Ubisoft would figure out how to animate hair. It wouldn't hurt. Crimson rates are the best. Yeah, that's some good progress. I'm not finished yet, but I finished at least 2 of Rivers. And 6 out of the 9 mastery challenges. And we also have now done 3 of the tombs as well. Okay, so we actually have enough space here still. I wanna go and get another trading post, kind of like work on that. Because of course I wanna get the trading level and renown of Dublin to the max level. And the earlier we get these trading posts, the better, essentially. Yeah, me too, Aura. I really enjoy those mechanics in AC games, you know, kind of like building up an economy in a way.
I should be cautious around here.
Why is this guy running? Wow. Seriously? The game was like too many assassinations, you can't do that. This isn't an Assassin's Creed game. You can't just go ahead and assassinate everybody. There's so many outfit options now. Yeah, that's one thing that's really insane with this DLC is kind of like the amount of like outfits and gear you get for the trading system. It's gonna bump up the outfit options quite a bit fast as well with the reward that I have. Speaking of the reward, let me actually go ahead and disable that for now because I won't be live for another hour anymore. And I don't want people to potentially lose out on channel points here, so let's take care of that real quick. Way too many crashes today. And Haver Heathen War Council. What's up? Oh, you had quite a few with this DLC too. Yeah. Like the amount of issues I actually had with Wrath of the Druids, especially when it launched. I actually had like a bug where I would get like a trail of sand and dirt following me everywhere, which somehow was connected to the Sicker Swords or something. Kinda weird. Heathen Walkout, so you just want to say that you're all amazing, you're worthy, you're loved, and you're enough. Keep being a great person and continue to be more than you are today. Thank you for the kind words, Heathen War Council. Appreciate it. And same to you. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, hope all is well with you.
Hey, hold on!
You're finished. You're a crook.
No worries, Heathen. Thank you also for the follow. And yeah, you take care.
Dead! Dead!
Jesus, Eivor. Calm down. Jump attack is your favorite. Yeah, it's really fun to use. Dive of Valkyries.
Feel stronger already.
Okay. Gotta investigate the trading post here. These big guys are so annoying. Definitely can be, yeah. Especially given how healthy they are. I couldn't save any sacred texts, but I followed the bandits to Inkro. There they took every scrap of writing, even the deed to the post. Quite foggy, to say the least. But I hear that's quite accurate to Island.
Aid me. Be my eye.
This entire DLC is foggy, you hate it. You can't see shit except werewolves. We got an older bug last night where Ava was permanently carrying her small eggs. Ah yeah. It also happened to me a couple of times. Kinda weird, especially like in you know, dialogue scenes and stuff. Freaking wolf. Or dog. Wolfhound.
Watch my back!
Power level 450 and the dogs still take your while to kill. Yeah, so healthy. Must be fed well. Also, what is that sound of the background? Like constantly. I have like a screeching sound. It doesn't happen right now, but I kind of notice it happening quite often in these kind of like cursed or druidic locations or something. Kind of off-putting. Definitely wasn't there the last 2 times I played this. Or you also started the Royal Favors quest. Very cool and classic AC, but you have the ones that want you to remain undetected and avoid unessential kills. That make you go and confirm the kill of whoever you just assassinated. Yeah. It's really annoying. Gotta do that. It's definitely cool to kind of bring back the optional objectives in a way. But I do prefer it the old way rather than just on like random contracts. It was kind of like randomized, right? And optional objectives were kind of like about actually fully syncing with how an ancestor has done mission. Oh, don't actually have this concept art here. Let's go ahead and make a picture of it. Okay. Is another picture? I don't think so. Yep, nope. Enough. It's the universal creepy shit is a foot violent scratch. Yeah, kinda like that, only never stops. Love having Cinder collected prizes from shooting people, it's so helpful. Yeah, I love that Raven loot ability so much. Especially if an enemy has like a key or something and you just headshot them and Cinder brings the key. Never crash. I just tapped out of the game essentially to save that screenshot. I like to collect the concept art because often it's not available anywhere else online.
Sure.
This post had a small library of books and manuscripts, but it is now too damp and drafty to safely store scriptures. If we need some new, dry planks, seared tight, so Mo doesn't soil our monks' handiwork. I don't really have any supplies here. So I guess you have to wait before we can work on this more. Okay, so that's taken care of. I guess we could try to maybe take on one more trading post. Or we could go and raid here and then go over here instead. Go and raid some more. I want to get these trading stuff done as early as possible. So we get it done well before the story kind of like ends. So where's Barney? You take it easy as well. Thank you for dropping by. And yeah, you have a good one. Until next time.
Let's get out of here.
Great. Odin is with us. Indeed.
Odin is with us! Citizen!
Master! Run up the sail!
Hearken well in Hall of Kings. On ocean steed my words gain wing. Oh, then creed I forth will bring. For noble deeds
Bring the mast
I know
down!
Grim and slain Valkyrier ways. Reward for strain to Valhalla take.
Raise the mast!
In horns resounds the mighty call.
Sail out!
Fight for those who fall. For those who fight, for those who fall. Warlord weaves his web of fear. Each man gets his fated share. A blood-red surge, the warrior shield. Ravens scan the battlefield. Ravens scan the
Sacrifice to pieces! God! We fight! They waste by wolves and take Christ's silver!
Oh, Goliath move there.
Here!
Hey,
This
come
spoils
here!
of war!
This camera.
Help me out here!
Ability, the Wikinger Salute. When close to an enemy, inflict a devastating headbutt. Sure. Let's get it.
some good plundering
Give me a
here.
hand with this.
Give me a hand over here. A good horn. Let's get out of here.
Alright. Let's actually have a look at the chest here. It's almost full. So I guess we can still go ahead and maybe try to attempt this trading post before I go back to Dublin and do some trading there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, same here, Aura. That's one thing that's really annoying about river raids is how easily and quickly your mates kind of like tend to die. And also how stupidly as well. Baglings, why are you attacking? Poor fox. Guess we just have wolves here. Okay. Yeah, we have a clue. Can't stay here no longer. Too many wolves. Believing the deed and knock free. I'm done with this. Knock free is just down here. Fair enough. Part of them is quite beautiful, I have to say. Love the vistas here.
What do you see?
Alright, let's go back to the trading post. And after that we're gonna go and take care of upgrades and also go back to Dublin to actually do some proper trading here. Yes, I got lucky doing some of these because I stumbled upon the deeds while exploring. It's definitely understandable, yeah. Yeah, it can definitely be done that way too, quite often. But yeah, I actually haven't done too much exploration yet, so I'm just trying to actively seek them out, I guess, and do them a bit earlier than anything else in the game. For this year, I guess. It's definitely cool that you can already get them without even having like started the mission. Makes the exploration feel like a bit more natural. Trade posts stored and shipped furs and dyed cloth from our best trappers and weavers, where some holds to patch and other repairs, but with a little work, our furs and textiles will cover the world. I do kind of wonder, does that actually increase our capacity here? Doesn't. Okay, in that case I'm definitely gonna take care of capacity first, yeah. Bonus rewards for royal demands. This productivity. There we go, the storehouse. Also gonna go to the other trading post down here and take care of the workman's cottage there, I think. Didn't know you could even start a trading quest without the deed in hand, didn't you? Yeah, I think like the first two also have been like more natural exploration for me when I first played this DLC. Didn't really bother checking them out until a bit later. Alright, so let's go back to Dublin. It's time to trade. Apparently there's also a letter for us. From Haven. Eivor, I hope your journey has been pleasant. Azarmek's island sounds so alluring. I trust you are making the most of it. Azar can be rather blunt, but it was clear you two would get along immediately. She has always stood by her word. All is well in Ravensthorpe. I look forward to your return. Haven. Or you ran by a trading post like, oh, I don't even have a deed, so why bother clearing it of enemies? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, you know. Kind of like assume that's what's needed anyways to kind of like start the quest.
A letter? For me?
For me?
Why, hello, Eivor. Illuminated Gospels have arrived from Listero, thanks to the new trade post you claimed. I'm impressed.
You doubted me.
I meant the manuscripts. The crafting is magnificent. Another time.
Let's go ahead and pick up the riches here.
Ah, my business partner. Drumlish has joined our trade network. Their dyed cloth is among the finest. They are able to produce the 7 royal colors.
Where I come from, dye is used for tattoos.
In Shiraz as well. Here, Drumlish cloth will brighten any heart. Care to indulge in profitable commerce?
Yeah, Hyven being so empathetic. Hyven the good boyo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go and try to get the Baron set first here before I get anything else. Okay, let's go ahead and finish textiles and testaments. The first aim of Cordoba was driven from the east when the Abbasids killed his family and crushed their caliphate. Such inbred distrust requires a long, generous courtship. Let's also get the Iberian cloak here. Find a feast. There's always been trouble in Toledo, and once again it's boiled over. We must make what profit we can while the emir can still afford the shipment. You can also get the Iberian helmet. The emir's father, Abd al-Rahman II, ruled with a much harder grip. But it was he who first offered trade with Dublin, a family tradition I maintain. Then we can get, let's see, the rock scheme, sales. From its beginning, the emirate was torn by strife. The ruling family may be cursed, as some have whispered, but the silver seemed untainted. It took many months of fishing to land my first contract with the emir, but once trust was earned, interest grew. Cordoba's capital must be seen with one's own eye to be believed. Its people could fill a dozen Dublins. Many mouths to be fed, many purses to be bled. The Great Mosque of Cordoba is truly a wonder. It's worth the visit, even if you don't share their faith. I've made some of the most lucrative deals in the holiest of places. Also deliver these here. And luxuries as well. Right. That's what I'm gonna do here for now.
We'll close the books on that. Farewell, Eivor.
Oh yeah. Got to level 2. Contracts unlocked. Egypt. Pick of a Dublin champion bracers. It's really crazy how much gear you get in this DLC. Just throwing stuff at you. Ravi didn't send you a letter, does she really care? I mean... maybe not? I'm sure Kira would care, right? She would send me all the letters.
Ah, Eivor. A welcome vision for my eye.
Azar, I'm curious to know how you came to Ireland.
It is not an altogether happy story. I was once the most powerful trader in Shiraz. Then I was betrayed.
Ah, that is hard fortune.
By my partner.
Worse still. A knife to the back is a wound that never heals.
Constantinos was a friend of my father's. One whose greed devoured my family and empire. But now I am here, where I am surrounded by new friends.
We are pleased you found us.
I always enjoy the dance of trade.
Let's have a look here at the Egyptian contracts. Maybe there's something I can deliver. Not really. Fair enough.
Perhaps that's enough.
We have that doggo aura. Reminded me of my childhood doggo. Look quite similar.
Always a pleasure.
Right. But yeah. Let's have a look at the map here, right, to see like how far we've gotten. So, we started the story, of course, and we've done some good progress there. Currently, we are in the second chapter. So there's still, of course, much to do, and many unknowns on the horizon. We also did quite a few of the wealth opportunities already in Dublin and Meath, but we haven't really gotten to Outstar and Connect yet, so that's gonna happen next time. But at least we already have gotten 3 of the trading posts, so I'm gonna try to get Connect 2. And I'm not even sure, are there some in Ulster? I think there are. But yeah, the plan for next time is to probably get all the trading posts that are available unlocked as early as possible. So we can just finish the trading quest kind of like, well, before the main story kind of begins. Irish setters are so pretty. They really are, yeah. Especially love their ears and the fur. But yeah, let's go ahead and have a save here. And yeah, this shall be where we will call it for today. I want to thank you all so much for coming by and for joining today's stream of AC Valhalla with the start of the Wrath of the Druids DLC. We're gonna come back to this on Friday with the continuation of this playthrough of the DLC. And yeah, I reckon it's gonna take us at least another stream after that one to finish the DLC before we head back to the main game again. Yeah, it's gonna mostly focus on the main story, so I reckon we get through it rather fast in comparison, especially to you know, last year where I did like everything possible. We're of course going to raid out here, and we just go ahead and have a look who's online and who we could raid. That's a very Sora. More than happy for the stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you everybody else as well for being here to join us today. Mola, Barney, Lizzie. Thank you all so much for joining. Also Harbinger and Hippix. Thank you guys too. And everybody else has been here lurking and just watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow with a new game actually, because now that we finished Red Dead 2, we're going to make a start on Sleeping Dogs, which is a game as picked by Zemexi. So yeah, we're gonna make a start on that, and then on Friday we will come back to Valhalla and continue with this. Cheers, Mola. Catch you next time, dude. Yeah, for today 4 we're gonna go and raid out to Ketchup, because Ketchup is currently actually playing some Blur, which is the game that I picked for him. It's kind of like realistic cars, like Forza Horizon meets Mario Kart with power-ups. It's a kind of unique. A bit older already, it's from like 2010 or so, I think. But yeah, I love this game. I still replay it on occasion. So I hope you enjoy it too. If you want to come along with a raid and say hello to Ketchup, there's also some raid emotes you can copy and paste into the chat. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, I hope everybody's having a good rest of the day. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care.